उनका गाছ তুলে নেভারের গাছ 6000 গই এবার সবাই তুলে নেভারের সবাই 6000 গই তো এই নিজের দেশ নিজের জায়গা মারা বসতে করে নেভারের আর হাত করে নেভারের আর পারা জানে নেভারের টিয়া দিয়া বড় পরীক্ষা করে টিয়া দিয়া বড় তো আলেকে না আল্লাহ একটা বলা চললে মানুষ সুন্দর শান্তি তাই বললা সুন্দর বাদ ভাই বললা
পাহাড়ি খাল না তাও এটা একটা ভালো যেখানে
আর নিয়ে যেসে আর যুগ তো মন ভাই আর আমাকে যুগ যেগুলো যেগুলো নিয়ত আছে আর দেশের আর আগা দিবলা আর দেশের মধ্যে আর বসে দিবি বলে আর বেশি আসে আছে আর যারা দেশের থাকি 400 টাকা মাথাকে মালে বাবলে ফুয়ারে থাকি বাইবনে ফুয়ারে থাকি আর জায়গা না ফুয়ারে থাকে আজ হসিরা নাই মাত্র 100 টাকা মাঝে ঘুরে দেখি কি হয় বারে কি হয় না বারে 100 টাকা মাঝে আর দিকে আর যারা দিন বলে গেলে
Well, we can cross now to speak with the reporters who made that report. Shona Bhattacharya standing by. Shona, firstly, can you tell us, how did you meet this guy and find out, that he was part of this Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army?
Well, if we met up with this source at all, it's thanks to Maisa Awad, our Arabic language journalist here at France 24, who carried out a very thorough investigation into this shadowy group. We met our source, who, by the way, his name in the report is not his real name. We took great lengths to protect his identity. He met with us in his home, where he spoke to us relatively freely, unless he thought, of course, that there were prying ears around that he didn't want to hear or didn't want them to know that he was speaking with us. Now, you must remember that this is the first time that a member of the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army is speaking to a television crew anywhere around the world, and it is dangerous for him. It was dangerous. It's still dangerous for us. And that's why, unfortunately, I cannot disclose too much information at this time.
Tell me, Shona, do you have any idea, even vaguely, of how many members of this group are possibly in Bangladesh, and what kind of support do they have among the Rohingya refugees there?
Well, according to our sources, you saw in that report, some 300 Rohingya people are being trained every day spread out in camps here in the region. Those camps, of course, are under top secret. We were not, again, able to go to one of those camps. Those trainings, though, last about 20 days overall. They include several phases, and they are said to be about 1,000 people. At least that's our source told us, that 1,000 people have been trained so far since the events in August. And according to our source, once again, those people were all sent back over the border to Burma now to continue fighting against, of course, the Burmese authorities and army there. We are also hearing reports about 150 foreign fighters. Again, this is all hearsay at this point. Given the talking about the support among the population, it's pretty split. You have some people who support the fight, the struggle for the freedom and the rights, of course, of the Rohingya people in Burma. A lot of other people, however, are blaming ARSA. They're blaming them for this Burmese attack against them in the first place. They say that if ARSA had not attacked Burmese checkpoints on August 25th, that the army there would not have retaliated against the Burmese population, sending them fleeing. As you know, almost 450,000 Rohingya members are have now fled to neighboring Bangladesh. So it's a very mixed reviews here among the population of Rohingya refugees, whether to support ARSA or not.
And finally, Shona, we did hear from one Bangladeshi official in your report, but can you give us a more global idea of the attitude of Bangladeshi authorities towards this group?
That's right. Now, just a few days ago, the Cox's Bazar superintendent of police, Cox's Bazar is the biggest town closest to Kutupalong, which is the sprawling refugee camp, and that's likely to be one of the biggest in the world very soon. Now, the superintendent of police said that no member of ARSA is in Bangladesh. He said that members of law enforcement agencies, including police, border patrol, intelligence services, are all on the lookout. They're very strictly following the border to make sure that no members of ARSA come into the country. Of course, we know that that is not true. We also know that authorities are arresting people that they believe to be part of ARSA, and the support of ARSA members. However, it's also important to remember the means of the ARSA members as we speak. They don't actually have really weapons per se. As we saw in the report, they fight with sticks. They fight with swords. They also have guns, but they reportedly don't have ammunition. Guns that they stole from the army in Burma during that August 25th attack. And so their means are quite limited. And so it's really at this point, will the Bangladeshi authorities be able to squash the Rohingya army, as they like to call themselves, before it really becomes something powerful enough to really hurt the population both in Burma and in Bangladesh?
Okay, Shona, very interesting to hear all of that. Thanks indeed for joining us. Shona Bhattacharya there, who is with Cyril Payan and Maisa Wad reporting for us from Bangladesh.
The refugee camps along the Bangladesh-Burmese border form a maze of labyrinths. This is where we're scheduled to meet Arman, a local leader in the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army known as ARSA. Far from prying eyes, he's agreed to tell us how it came to be.
In 2012, we decided to come together, young people, farmers and fishermen, to defend our rights and our people.
ARSA attacked Burmese security checkpoints last August. Rangoon accuses it of being a terrorist organization.
We are not terrorists, we are not the Islamic State group, and we are not a Bangladeshi terrorist organization. We fight with sticks and swords. Sometimes we have no swords, so we fight with our hands or our faith. We don't want help from Al-Qaeda. We want donations from sovereign states.
Bangladeshi authorities deny ARSA is present on their soil. The topic of the guerrilla is off limits.
I do not have any comment about ARSA because it's an intelligence guys could tell.
Arman is wary. He promised to take us to an ARSA training camp, but circumstances have changed.
We train 300 people every day, but today I can't take you to the camp because Bangladeshi security forces are monitoring the Rohingya.
As we leave the area, Arman and the shadowy Rohingya guerrilla remain as elusive as ever.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, Rohingya kan Muslimin. Ara ne rigi gabe. Zindagi zalim kole ara sagide. Ara la kamar zindagi zalim kole. Musliman ka ramman hamda gul Allah boliya ayde. Awa sagi bayan. Ara alhamdulillah ne rigi gabe. Alhamdulillah ara ne rigi inshallah thumma inshallah. Ara zalim kole inshallah thumma inshallah bilkul kaam hoye to na diyo. Inshallah thumma inshallah ara zalim kole bilkul bharpur alhamdulillah. Bharpur muzahamat garir inshallah. Jada to era to muzahamat garir alhamdulillah. Bayan ana Allah bishu do garar. Ay tamam Rohingya qawra dikhi bayan. Wanara zedura sa durat ne lezgoy. Zedura sa duratun dhyan le farahan ne lezgo nara. E zalim kole to musliman faram maro indi delo nara. Maktara maro indo. Maktara tala dehlo. Inshallah thumma inshallah. Arkan zaminatun kafir ko nirta tanri inshallah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Takbir! Takbir! Rohingya kan mujahidin! Rohingya kan muslimin! Rohingya kan mujahidin!